Okay. Now, I was trying to say this. Let me share my screen again. So this is the typical Mpesa statement nitakutumia. George.
Yeah. I'm seeing it.
So you've seen the header items.
Mm-hmm.
You have seen the.
Now you're saying this is an old one.
No, I was saying this is an old one because hapa hivi walikuwa wamechange the format of the phone number wanakutumia, but nimeona zingine wajachange, zingine they are still using this format. Unaona?
Mm.
So, but let me just give you the full information. Now, this column here is for the details, okay? Then kuna transaction status, kuna paid in, withdrawn, balance. Nilikwambia that the same Mpesa pay bill can be for incoming and outgoing, okay?
Mhm.
Now, this here this here is where they have done, yeah, I mean, inakupatia the phone number and the first name of the client. So if you check zile tables nilikuwa na kuonyesha, zilikuwa na one of them, let me just check if I can get. So as I said, this is the test server.
Mhm.
I wanted to show you where we are receiving the payments, okay? I think hii nilikuwa nimekuonyesha Mpesa payment. Yeah.
Mhm.
This tatafuta ndani ya code, you'll see where we are receiving this. So unaona kwa phone number is able to pick this, okay?
Yeah.
So that is what is here. But remember this one mina kuonyesha from the statement, not from the JSON data we are receiving from Safaricom. So nilikuwa na kuonyesha tu whatever we have in the statement is almost the same as what we receive as the JSON data, okay?
Mm.
But now each statement is separate into these different columns. So the account number is also here. So when you look at hapa, you will see a resemblance of, okay, actually this is the raw payload. So I want you to check the raw payload. Let's start from the latest. So let's say that's the latest. So this is the raw payload. You see it as the phone number.
Mm.
Then you have the transaction ID, the first name, the time, the amount, the bill reference,
Mhm.
which is actually account number. That bill reference is this account number here, this one.
Oh, okay.
Then it has the invoice number, which is not there in the statement. It has the transaction type. So in the statement here, there is transaction status. Okay, it's your type. Transaction status. Do you have type really? Yeah, we have reason type. So this one can be the transaction type. Okay.
Pay utility, pay bill online.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh. You know the difference between pay utility and pay bill online. It can be
Maybe-
one is STK push.
Yeah.
This
That's what
is
I want.
STK push.
Maybe online is SDK push.
Yeah, so this is the originator balance. Unaona it has here original account balance nini, third party ID. So what I want you to see from this statement is that there's a bit of similarities from what we receive as a JSON, okay? And have show that whatever we receive here from the statement or whatever we receive as a JSON request on this table, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you will see the format of this table, angalia all the fields it has. Then you will also see that inside the system, there's an area where we have Mpesa payments, okay?
Okay.
This menu called Mpesa payment. You will see that we are receiving, whatever we are receiving, whatever we have on that table, we are displaying it. But when we what normally happens is this. Nilikuonyesha mpaka endpoints ndio where we are actually posting. So when we receive the data from Safaricom, this one here, the payload, this is what we receive from Safaricom. Okay?
Yeah.
But I post kwa ile endpoint. So nakumbuka ile endpoint we defined somewhere.
Ile from the other service.
Sio ile ya broker, hii ni daraja. Na ya daraja nilikuonyesha hapa kwa nini? Kwa postman.
Kwa postman.
Nilikuonyesha the endpoint we registered, okay? So that endpoint, for example, in this case, nitakutumia your endpoint so that you can be able to see. Hii ni postman yangu huwa ina take time, but nitakutumia the endpoint so I can show you the endpoint where we are sending that payment or where we are receiving the payment. So tukizi-receive, we try to post them. Martin huwa anajua anazipost kwa account, kwa Amina na post anazipost on that endpoint. So in some instances ana validate the transaction. Okay, anaweza like when he receives the payment ana make a posting to the client account, which means atakuja hapa I check the account number hapa. Unaona? Una account
statement.
number. Atacheck kwa system whether that account number exists or not. So if it exists, he will automatically post it. So utaona hapa status ya hiyo transaction ni auto posting.
Auto posting.
So that is the status of the transaction. So utaangalia, unaona status ID.
Yeah.
So ataipatia the correct status ID based on wacha tu ni based on whether he has managed to post it or he has not managed to post it. So ataipatia the requisite status ID. I wanted to show you something there. So you see there are different statuses. There is auto posting, there's manual posting, and then there's another one inaitwa
There's pending posting.
Pending postings. Yeah,
I'm seeing
pending
it. The second last one.
So when you show like this transaction, hii kitu tulikuwa tumeangalia nawe asi wewe.
Kuna siku ulikuwa ile siku ya kwanza.
So
you showed me something like this.
Whatever transaction that has not been posted to the correct account, it shows as a pending posting. So when you go to edit, you can actually edit this account number. This is the only field that may allow edit. Okay? No, this one, the posting. So this is the account number that the client indicated.
Provided,
which is wrong because you have to have the real account number. Then you, as somebody who is editing, you can edit and put here the correct account number and update. Okay.
Yeah.
Once you update, you can come here and say repost. When you repost, the system will try to post that transaction to the correct account and update the
one
record.
that you have just updated.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. So why I'm trying to show you this, it is related to the work I wanted you to look at. Okay.
Mm.
How is it related? Is that Martin is receiving transaction notification. That is why he has this. Okay.
Okay.
Now I will want you to upload this statement. What are this statement?
Mm.
I'll want you to provide a page where we can be able to attach and upload these statements.
I saw something like that already existing.
No. It's halfway.
It's not functional.
It's not functional. That's why that's why we are here. So you see here reconciliation. So when you go to reconciliation, you're supposed to select the statement. Yeah, Mpesa. So actually, this is Mpesa. This payment management, we should have Mpesa payment and Mpesa reconciliation. So basically, we'll divide them because we will have bank payments as well.
Okay.
So E, I think, can be either Mpesa or it can be all payment reconciliation. I don't know, but you are supposed to select the file, okay? Start upload, then create your own Nini Hapa, your own interface like this, like what Martin has here, with the requisite information, the date, you might not know the transaction type, but you can also just put the type, I think. You will know the Mpesa reference, you know the amount, you know the customer's account, you know the customer name, the phone number, and in your status.
You are saying we cannot know whether it's a deposit or.
No, this one we cannot know. There's no problem. This one, you can ignore this. We cannot know whether it's a deposit. We know it's a transaction.
Now, that information is coming from the statement, isn't it?
No, this information Martin has just decided to, I don't know where he's getting it from, but it's not from the JSON data he's receiving from Safaricom. This is something he has just defined on his own.
Okay.
So don't worry about the type, because on the statement we have the type, but maybe unaweza weka hii type ya statement. Unaona hapa? In your case, you can put it to be this one, okay? So that you differentiate.
Okay.
But just see these fields, which ones you can be able to create kwa hii nini yako. So in some instances, ziko combined, so you will see how to separate them. For example, when you look at other party details, it has the MSISDN or the phone number and the name dash name. Unaona hapa? So it has two nini. Now the same is here. It has hapa hivi kwa details iko na three things. Iko na hii reason type, which is pay bill, is close to reason type, but so unaona hii pay bill online and pay utility. So hapa utaona ni pay bill, then pay bill online, okay? Then it has from, so you will see the mobile number, then you see the name, then you see the account number. Actually, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 items. It has the type, it has the mobile number,
the name,
it has the
the
last name,
MSIDN.
and has the account number. None.
Okay.
So you can choose whether you want to pick the account number from here or from here. But you see, all those details are this. None.
Okay, now I'm looking at a small challenge with hiyo column ingine ya details. The content of all the records there might not be the same, might not be consistent.
Oh, this one, yeah, the details is different. So
yeah, because I'm seeing
you can be able to use this. I think just use this. Just ignore that. Just use this. These other party details, itakupatia a more accurate information. But you will see that for transaction charges, this is outgoing. Other party details will not give you a very accurate data, because here is withdrawal charges. So this is the amount withdrawn. Remember, the type here is withdraw. By the way, when you say the type, you can say
paid in, withdrawn. Yeah, I wanted to ask that. Mali anasema deposit and the rest.
Yes, you can say withdrawal or deposit. Yeah, just yeah. Deposit or withdrawal. Then I want you to see, if you look at the withdrawals, it has a charge, and this charge, if you are looking at other party details here, you will not get it is blank for that charge. No.
But this side iko kwa details iko.
Details iko B2C charge. So
yeah, hata details haiko.
Iko this one.
Just B2C payment charge.
Yeah. So this side again is blank.
Yeah, because there is no phone and even the name.
Yes. No. If it is a charge, you don't need the name because it is related to this transaction on app. So if you want to see it's the same transaction, it has the same transaction ID.
Yeah.
None. So one is a charge, one is the amount, okay? So the first thing I wanted you to do is to create your own data here. So up on the reconciliation, you will have different pages, which means
Now,
the moment you have
let me just ask a quick one. When we upload the statement, it is supposed to, the data on it is supposed to be posted somewhere in a table somewhere, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So is it the same table that is giving us the information we are seeing on the Mpesa payment item just above the reconciliation? There, just where you are there.
You are saying here?
Yeah.
So
when we upload, we are supposed to get here, or
when we upload, you are supposed to compare the transaction reference. No.
We compare them automatically in code.
Automatically. So
yes,
if the payment already exists,
same amount,
then the same amount, the same transaction reference, then
of course the reference is supposed to be unique.
Yes, the reference is unique. You can never have a repeated Mpesa transaction reference. They have never repeated.
So now, in the case of withdrawal that has got two transactions, the charge and the transaction itself, how do we handle its recording here?
The transaction type, one will be withdrawal, one will be charge. It will have the same transaction reference. You can allow that for only the transaction type of withdrawal, but for deposit transaction, they can never have the same transaction type. The same Mpesa reference, okay?
Okay.
For withdrawals, in fact, we will rarely even use them for now, but you can just allow them to have.
So do we also post them here, or we skip them?
I think for withdrawals, we might need to discuss that because it looks like we might have to post them for different withdrawal. I think we can for now ignore them. Or
Okay.
I can give you another place to post them. I'm just checking. Unaona hapo kwa Mpesa payments, you can add another column hapo ya Mpesa outgoing.
Okay.
And you can have another menu for Mpesa outgoing.
Outgoing.
Unaona, like I didn't want incoming and outgoing to. Okay, I wanted you to compare it with what we had here. It shall log out. Let me just show you what we have here. You see, we have the Mpesa, isn't there? So this is incoming requests. No. This is incoming.
Yes.
So they are only incoming requests. So if it was status, itakwambia whether it was completed successfully or not. Okay. Then we have Mpesa outgoing. None. So hapa itakwambia whether it was completed successfully or not. This is outgoing. Okay. Then we have STK push. Hii pia itakuonyesha whether it was completed successfully or maybe it was timed out and all. Not loading. USDK push, we need to, I don't know whether that thing is quick or indexed, but ni kama itani take time. And then I wanted to show you that now the Mpesa callback request combine both incoming and outgoing. Hiyo ndio maana saa zile ulikuwa niuliza ati mbona zingine ziko na different, was it status or something? Na kitu ulikuwa umeniuliza hapa. Unakumbuka hapa ulikuwa niambia mbona zingine ziko na the phone number na request okay, ulikuwa niambia zingine ni request okay. So this is outgoing.
Yeah.
So this hapa hivi it combines, hii Mpesa nini ina combine both incoming and outgoing. Now when we come to our case, I don't know why hii kitu ilipotea. Kuja to our case here, where were we? Yeah. We're supposed to have Mpesa payment. This is incoming. Okay. Now you see another thing that I wanted us to avoid. Nasikia George?
Yes, nakusikia.
A scenario whereby somebody can create fake Mpesa payments and upload that thing.
Yeah.
So there has to be some checks. So what we can do is, I think we can have a different page for reconciliation. So you see this reconciliation, let us not bring them here. Okay. Let us keep them here under reconciliation. Unaona?
Yes.
So nikishazi upload, I actually expect them to be listed here. Okay.
So that means whatever you want to reconcile, it does not mix with the other data that came from another source.
Yes, it does not
Okay.
mix, but it references. It references, which means
what is the meaning of reconciliation? Because
okay.
I'm assuming
Yes.
we are using the statement as a source of truth.
Yes.
To verify what has already been captured, and also bridge the gaps of what is missing, what was missed by the system.
Exactly. Now I want to pick what was mixed in by the system, what was missed by the system, but I don't want to introduce fraud or errors on data that was already clean. I don't want to make it unclean. Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a new page for doing that. So what does this new page does? It checks the existing data and tells me that this is already posted. So you will list everything that you have picked from that statement. Okay? Here, including ISO outgoing and the charges.
So would that mean that we are going to create a parallel kind of table for reconciliation?
Yes.
So that maybe, for example, those that have been found to be existing will just be okay. They will be marked as checked.
Yes.
Or present or something.
Exactly.
Then what is missing, someone can manually go through them or identify them, or how, what is your thought?
Yes, this is because someone is uploading this thing manually. So once I have uploaded it, it will just check on the payments table, Mpesa payments table, and validate the ones that have been received. Okay.
Yes.
And those ones, you'll just mark them as completed, which means you give them a status that conforms to reconcile, and confirm that we already received these payments. Okay, yes. So in that case, we don't need to do anything with those payments. But there are others in your list which will be having a different status, maybe pending, because we may check the other side of the as equal. So zinakuwa pending. Now, when they are pending, then we decide what do we do with them. Just like here, when the status is pending, posting, and when you check here, you'll see we can show, we can edit, we can repost. Okay. No. George.
Okay.
Now, when you go to edit, you see we have restricted the original data that we received. This is the original data that we received. You cannot change it. So when you are editing, we are only giving you a new page, a new field, a new dialog, a new box to enter the correct account number. Because the only thing that was, the only reason why we have not posted it is because you didn't have the correct account number. So you enter the correct account number, then we update. Then if the account number is correct, if you come here and say repost, it will now repost. So the same way, the first thing is to list for me those transactions and their statuses. Then once I have them and their statuses, then I can decide what to do with their statuses. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Whether to do a repost, whether to ignore, delete, whatever I want. But the first thing, I have all the transactions now.
So what I'm asking, are they to be stored somewhere temporarily, or we just check and display, then someone can decide what to do with them?
You just check, display, someone decides what to do with them. So the ones that are already
so we don't store that data anywhere.
No, you can create its own table called Mpesa Reconciliation.
Okay.
So that you store it in the Mpesa reconciliation table, you compare it with, okay, you see kitu nakuambia na mdomo, but it is here in Jira. Ile tu sikuwa nataka kuonyesha Jira kwanza, I wanted to show you. So unaona hii upload account statement.
Yes.
We are starting with Mpesa, but it can be other accounts. It will even be bank account. We can even upload a bank account statement. Okay. Now what I want you to see here is this. Okay, let me just read it. I know ni kidogo hapa.
Naiona as a system administrator.
Yeah, I want to upload statement into the system so that the circle can reconcile member accounts based on payments made. So acceptable criteria, the system should allow the upload of various statement files like CSV and Excel. And then the upload process should validate the file format and structure, provide feedback for a successful upload. So you will see other areas in the system already uploading that data. For example, utakama hapa, utakuja hapa hivi. Just check hapa hivi. Hapa kwa administration, upload data. You'll see we can already upload. We have a sample format here. By the way, you can even give them a format. You know, another thing that we can do, I think for Mpesa, we can just upload it the way it is. What do you think? Do you want to give them a specific
I
format?
think for Mpesa, because we are trying to use that as a source of truth, it will be a bit awkward if we want to guide them on the format. So
Okay.
let's us be the people to conform to the format that is coming through.
That Mpesa is already okay now.
Yeah.
You will see other parts already uploading a file. So if you want to migrate client to this system, we can upload a customer. We can have a list of customers and upload it. So we can have customers, chart of account staff, all these things we can upload. Now I want you to check how we are doing it here and then apply here. Okay.
Okay.
So we are doing the upload now here. So the criteria, access and criteria, upload. The upload process should validate the file format structure, provide feedback of a successful upload or detailed errors if the upload fails. Okay. Then task. Design an upload interface. Task 1. So create a user interface for uploading bank or Mpesa account statements. Then it's on the front end. Okay. The subtasks. Design the upload form with file input. Add options to select the statement type. So this is very much self-explanatory. So when somebody is uploading, they can check whether it's bank or Mpesa, okay? Then implement and drag and drop functionality for the file upload. So somebody can drag and drop a file, okay?
And that is a user interface thing.
Yes, that's a user interface. That's the front end. So you assign front end, okay?
Yeah.
Then task 2, hapa, implement the file upload backend endpoint. So develop a backend endpoint to handle the file upload. Assigning backend developer. Okay, but of course you are doing both. So the subtask is to create an API endpoint to receive the uploaded files, implement a file storage logic, handle the different file types, Excel or CSV, handle large file uploads using background task, queues or CSV file. This one tutakuja ku. You can do chunking, sindio?
Yeah, we can chunk, can find the best way to do it.
Yeah, so if somebody uploads a file with, but from our system, from what we had done before, tulikuwa tuna chunk like ya bulk SMS ndio ilikuwa inatuletea shida. Somebody wants to upload 500,000 records. So what we were doing, tulikuwa tunazichunk into batches of 1,000, 2,000, 1,000. Okay, there's a place we do that, but nikianza kuonyesha sahii tutamaliza kesho. So sahii hii chunking unaweza fikiria tu, but you can implement the basic one with that, chunking, then we can look at how to do that chunking later, okay?
Okay.
So validate the file format and structure. You know what I want with this thing is to complete the low-lying fruits so that the more complex jobs can be perfected later. Now, provide a link for user to download a template that will be used to upload the file. I think this applies to the bank. For Mpesa, we have said that we just use what Mpesa sends us, isn't it?
Yes.
And then check the file type and extension, validate the structure of the file. This is if you had given them a format, okay? Return detailed error message if validation fails. Then task 4 is upload the file, provide upload feedback. So provide feedback to the user on Nicholas aliweka concentrate sana on the upload. Okay, provide feedback to the user on the upload status, whether it's successful or not. It's very detailed. Subtask, display a success message if the upload is successful. Show a detailed error message if the upload fails, e.g. invalid file types, structured errors. Hii kitu unaweza ku-access kwa Jira by the way. So implement the progress bar.
Nilikuwa nimeiona nikaisoma.
Okay, implement the progress bar, then write unit test for the upload reconciliation functionality. So this is write a unit test to ensure the upload and the reconciliation functionality works. So your upper upload, then that's step 1. Then step 2 will be reconcile. So we'll go there. So write test for the front-end upload interface, write test for the back-end upload endpoint, write test for the file format and structure validation, write test for the pay bill config checks, write test for unique reference, write test for ignoring existing transactions, write test for payment type validation. So you understand payment type can be Mpesa or bank. So basically, okay, ngoja. Ama unajua hapa pivot we had another type. Ama hii ni payment. This is payment type.
Result.
Ile kenye tulikuwa tunasema ni either withdrawal
then
or
paid in deposit or withdraw.
So what was this guy putting here? Payment type. Yeah. Ni sawa. Yeah, here in Jira. So then write integration test. Write integration test to verify the end-to-end upload and reconciliation process. Subtask. Test the upload process with valid files. Test the upload process with invalid files. This is just what you do from your end. Ensure that error messages are displayed correctly. Test the pay bill config checks. You know the before you see, George.
Yes.
There is something here that you have to check. This pay bill, or pay bill.
Yeah.
The shortcode. It has to conform to the organization shortcode. If it does not belong to the organization, then
that is not their statement.
Yes.
Then that is not their statement.
That is not their statement. So you should
reject it.
You reject. So that's the first point of validation. So, and how do you know? If you look at the system, we define the pay bills. So you will see here app administration pay bills. No.
It should be one of them.
Yes. So it has to be defined the system that it is their pay bill. If it's not defined, it is not their pay bill. So you should reject it there. So ukiangalia hapa pay bills. Unaona hii? My name is slow. There's something that is slow here. I don't understand which one, but you will see them there. Okay. So if it is not there, reject. That's why hii kitu na kuexplainia hivi. Your validation, test the payload config checks, test the unique reference validation, test handling existing transactions. So as I said, that existing transaction, we just flag that posted or existing, yani what do we call it? Hapa kwa transaction hapa kwa status, you know how to define it. Okay. Document the upload and reconciliation process. Document the upload and the reconciliation process and instruction. Write a guide for uploading the account statement. Okay, easy zingine, we will do them. Easy like write a guide. I don't want you to do a lot of documentation for now. We can do, I don't want documentation to waste your time. I want us to achieve development fast. George.
Mm-hmm.
So on.
Yeah, I'm seeing the subtasks that are there.
Yeah, but anyway, you have understood. You know, I don't want to concentrate on what is written on Jira because it was written by a human being, and it might mean, he might be the one who understand what they mean. What I want you to understand is the task at hand. What are you supposed to be doing? Allow upload of the file and allow us to see all the data from that file and give us a status, whether it has been posted or not. Then, depending on the status, you will decide what to do with the data. So if it is already posted, you don't do anything. You can just view or show. Okay? Unaona? George?
Yeah, naiona.
Yes. Now, the other thing is somebody will one day want to upload a statement that was already uploaded. So in case somebody uploads a statement that was already uploaded, the transaction already uploaded, you will ignore everything that you have uploaded and add only a new data that was not uploaded before. Okay. For example, Mpesa issues statements. Let's say I can download statements monthly, but kuna sometimes transactions in overlap, sindio?
Yeah.
So it means that whenever I want to do an upload, the first thing I will check is in your upload table, do we have those references? If they are there, don't even attempt to upload them. Okay? Because they already uploaded.
Sure.
So you only increment what was not uploaded before. Sijui kama hiyo ni clear ama I'm contradicting myself.
I think it's clear enough. I think mali nitakuwa sijaelewa vizuri. I believe there is room for asking questions.
Yes, alafu these dates ni dates mbili. You know, there's the date that you pick from the Mpesa statement and then there's the date of the upload. Yes, so
which one is used there? Because I'm seeing
in the date, for this guy, it is the same. It is the date that he received the transaction is the date that the transaction actually happened. So yeah, ana shida, haziko different. But wewe, there is the date that is written here on the Mpesa statement, completion time. This is what you will use. By the initiation time hata utaachana, but completion time, this is what will tell us the transaction is completed. So the status has to be completed. You know, there are some instances where a transaction can be reversed or can be pending or something. So in that case, you also have to be very careful that you don't add a transaction that was not completed. So only add complete transaction. But the date here, you'll have the date of the transaction and the date of the upload. I don't know how you are going to divide that. George?
Yes.
Okay, Nisa. So I don't want to bombard you with a lot of information, but I wanted to show you that this is something that can work on. So mi wacha nitatest ile ingine nikupatie feedback. Meanwhile, you can start to test or start to study this.
Okay.
And just get the files in the system.
So how do I approach it? Do I have to create another branch and blah blah blah?
No, I don't want you to create many branches. I think you can just use the branch that you already have. So it looks like
when I created the pull request, I did not set it to delete, so the branch can be preserved. It will still be there.
Okay. Although I know there's a branch called Reconciliation or something. What I recommend, in order for you not to mix it with what is already done on the other side, I wanted to, can I just check now? Nikwambie bit buckets. Now there are branches. There's a branch called just a minute. There's master, there's client changes, there's client onboarding, there's customer location, Mpesa Pendo feature. Let me see this Mpesa Pendo feature. Mpesa changes. This is last year. Mpesa changes. I don't think that is the right branch. Let me just check. I know branches are many, but I think you branch just call it payments reconciliation. You can create another branch. I'd rather have it differently so that ukimalizana nayo tunaweza delete to, but you just have information separately. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. The last thing, actually, you know, when I wanted to tell you mambo ya Mpesa reconciliation, I was torn between either nikupatie Mpesa reconciliation ama nikupatie reports. Reports is a bit easy and straightforward. Maybe at your own time pia utaiangalia tu because it's the next scope. Now, if you check this easy records, whenever we have a listing, sometimes we provide a way to, in super administrator, that's why I cannot do some things. But let me check the ones that I can do. So I will give you example like easy reports. Any page where we have a listing, let me check kama hii itafanya. Cannot get that. Why? Because I'm a super admin, so I can view all the companies, yet I'm supposed to log in as just one company. Just want to show you just one small thing. It is a bit straightforward, but I know it will take you sometimes to study. So sometimes if you're doing Mpesa na umekwama, you can look at it. Still on 14. I never done the financial year. I think this is right. Hi. Look for that. Okay. 76,443. Kwani ilikuwa ni hasa ngapi? 147. Kama si kitu haiko hapa. Sawa. 76. So what I wanted to show you. Wow. Hey. Oh, I have not shared my screen. Sure. Did you melala? I know umechoka, but this is just the last one. Now, if you look at any page where we have the listings or we have a report,